So how do you make the 3DS any better than it already was? Well, Nintendo solved that problem by taking 3D off it and also turning it into a wedge. What? Hey guys, welcome to Gaming and Console Tech. I am Ash, back again with another video for you guys, and as you've already guessed, it's about the 2DS. Now I said I was going to unbox this bad boy, and I'm going to do that right now, but let's look a bit on the history of this console. Now, honestly, when it came out, I wasn't exactly thrilled, honestly. It was a little bit strange, considering that the 3DS was a little bit of a powerhouse, and it just didn't make sense for them to take the 3D off, even though the 3D could be turned off anyway. So, hence the reason this was brought out. A lot of complaints about parents, it messing with their kids' eyes and things like that. So this came out, and honestly, I really shouldn't have worried. I'm going to correct myself right now. It was a great move for Nintendo, and this is what became of it. Now we're going to unbox this, so we'll do that now. But this came about because of the fact that the 3D apparently was messing with children's eyes. So let's go there. That's the main reason. So there's your history lesson for the moment. So we'll pop that out. Now in here we shall open that up. We don't need that. Pop that down there. And first of all, you're greeted with literature. So we don't need that. Put that over there. And then also your AR cards for the actual console, which come with every 3DS, 2DS, DS. Yeah, you get the drift. So put that over. We don't need that. Now, one interesting fact is something which infuriates me, and that is the fact that this comes with a charger, but that's not what infuriates me. What infuriates me is the fact that this actually comes with a charger, whereas the high-end one doesn't. The 3DS XL, the 3DS in general, don't come with a charger, and that sucks. Why Nintendo did that, don't even, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, and honestly, I'm not about to take any problem with Nintendo for that. Now we're going to open this, and here is the bad boy itself. Now, just so you know, I have opened it, I have taken a look at it, and we're going to discuss some differences between this and the other 3DS, because there are some subtle differences, and I don't mean the fact that it is a wedge. It's literally a wedge. Look at it. It's a design flaw, but a very, very good one. Bet that confused you, didn't it? It did. It confused you, and I'll explain it in a minute. Now, we'll pop this down here. Now the thing is, this was basically inspired obviously by the old Game & Watches. The original DS was inspired by that, and that design is kind of carried over to Nintendo's handhelds for the formidable future, you know. But it is a beautiful console, and everything on it is beautiful. It's sleek enough to stand on its own 2 feet. This is the new 3DS variation, which is the one they released after the original one. And it plays all new, and when I say new, I mean anything with that logo on it that says new Nintendo 3DS. With that said, this one does not, because it's still running with the original 3DS hardware, which is a bit of a problem. I'll not go too much into it, but there are certain games like Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which is a brilliant game. You can only play on the new variation of consoles, which is a ball ache. So we'll pop that down. Honestly, I loved the design of this. At the moment, Zelda is indeed in. Ocarina of Time, you can't beat it. But I love the design. The clamshell is awesome, honestly, and you can't really beat that design. Sony did the opposite to them and decided to go for just a flat panel thing. But with the 2DS, they changed that design, which could have been a problem. But It wasn't, honestly, because it's made out of the most sturdy plastic you will ever come across. It might look flimsy, it's not. My two kids have had one of these for roughly about a year, and they've dropped it, they've buckled it, they've scratched it, they've dented it, and whatever else, and it's still going strong. It is a beautiful console, and it's well worthy of anything else. Now, this one has been opened. The game that is currently in here is Street Fighter 4 3D edition, why not? And the design is, like I said, it's literally a doorstop. Basically, on one side you've got the volume rocker and the trigger buttons. On the other side you've got a stylus, which is boing, that one. Pop that in there. You've got a little flap with your SD card in, which it actually comes with a 4GB SD card as well, which is always good. Original SD card, not one that you need to buy specifically, which is great. And then your other trigger button as well. On the top, you've got your charger, infrared, and your cartridge slot. Now, sleep mode on this is completely different. Sleep mode, with this one, you slam it down and that's it. That's sleep mode. It'll go to sleep, you can leave it for a bit. This one actually has a switch on the bottom, just there. And when it's on, you'll see the little orange bit on there. So that's different. And then also on the front, you've got your home button down at the bottom to go back to your main menus. All your normal everyday Nintendo buttons, an analog stick, and also your D-pad and start and select, which is all good. Now, interesting fact about this is the fact that this actually has two separate screens. That is all technically one screen inside. And what they've done is basically use this bit to just split the screen in half so that it still works like a normal 3DS. And honestly, the console itself is amazing. So we'll whack it on. And honestly, I love this console. It is one of those consoles which is amazing. It's beautiful, and there's nothing that can possibly take me away from it. There you go, just do that. It's a bit washed out there, but honestly, the console itself is beautiful, and I love it to bits. I've even got my own Sonic wallpaper there. It is Sonic Boom, which needs must, I suppose. But honestly, this console has thoroughly surprised me in the fact that it is beautiful. And as an added bonus, like I said, the wedge should have been a design flaw, but honestly, with this they've shifted all the buttons from the bottom upwards, unlike the original 3DS, which literally was all the buttons down at the bottom with your analog and everything like that. Now we're going to pop that down, and look at that one. All the buttons have been shifted up, so it is a lot easier to play. And honestly, it feels better because you've got more grip on the console. Not that that's bad, it's just that I prefer this with having monkey hands, ape hands, or whatever you want to call them. And honestly, it is absolutely beautiful. It's stunning in every single way, personally. What it's good for, and it's possibly going to be a big surprise, is retro stuff off the Nintendo eShop. Honestly, playing Pokemon and things on this is absolutely amazing. I've not got them on here, but I have done it previously. And playing Mario, or well, Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, you can download that on this console, and it's just amazing to play that on a handheld that feels so much like its original console, and it just blew me away. It just did, and it's beautiful the fact that this plays all those, and you guys know I like my retro stuff. These days I don't have the room to actually have anything out, but I substitute that with things like this, which is always awesome to play retro stuff on, especially from the eShop, where they play without any real problem, which is amazing. But yeah, guys, that has been the 2DS. The 2DS. A console that I thought I wouldn't like, but surprises happen, and that's what this has been, an absolute joy to play. And I can't see myself playing anything else pretty much lately. I will still use the 3DS because, well, I like my Nintendo stuff and it's a great console, but amazing stuff. And it helps that you've got things like Star Fox on there as well. The Sonic Boom games, they are better than the Wii U versions of them, which is always good. But yeah guys, it's been a joy playing that console. I hope you guys have enjoyed this insight into the 2DS and why I bought one. Pretty much why I didn't buy the new 2DS, which is basically a 2DS with all the new 3DS's hardware inside it. I really prefer that slab by any means. The only issue is that you will need some sort of case for it, which I did get. I had to, because this will be going in a special bag at some point. I have got a bag on order, which I'm going to show you guys. It's going to be good. And I will show you what goes in it, what goes out of it, and why it is so special. But you will see. But yeah, that is basically the thing for it. Got space for your cartridges and also any bits and pieces, styluses or whatever in a little pouch, which is all good. It's all good. So there you go guys, there you have it, my 2DS overview, my 2DS review, unboxing, and all in one basically. So thank you very much for watching. I shall see you guys in the next video, and if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I shall see you in the next video. In the meantime guys, happy gaming.